In this video I'm going to be doing a windscreen replacement on this 2023 Toyota Yaris Cross. It's a hybrid vehicle. So the first thing is always checking the windscreen's correct for the vehicle. Same bracket, everything's connected as it should be, and there's no scratches or damage to the actual glass. That's fine. So I'm just going to grab a couple of tools and I'll strip the interior down, the rear view mirror, camera, rain sensor and stuff. There's also a aftermarket connection here. I think it's some sort of dash cam. It's going to have to be removed. I think it'll be stuck on some sort of double-sided tape. So I'll just pry in behind that. Hopefully release it. Yep. That should stick back on the windscreen. If not, I'll put some double-sided on myself. This is just the rain sensor connection. Should just separate off of there, and I'll just take this gel pad off, stick it back on the sensor. And I'll just leave them hanging. I'll just use the rear view mirror and camera housing, just push that down, it comes away like that, and just disconnect everything. The ADAS camera, that'll be getting recalibrated in the dealership once the windscreen's fitted. Just disconnect all the other little connections that's on the bracket. This transfers over. I'm just got to leave that hanging on there because I'm not sure how this disconnects off the bracket. Once I've got the windscreen out, I'll be able to get into it better. So I just need to unscrew this Tox here and remove the rear view mirror, and we're ready to strip down the scuttle, the wipers and the scuttle panel. So just loosen this Tox off a couple of turns and just remove that off there. I'll just lift off like that. I'm pretty sure that one will be the same. Yep. Push that off like that. Now I can put that onto the new glass. That just slides in there. And I'll put this clip into place. Now we're ready to pop the bonnet, remove the wipers and scuttle panel, Pop these nut covers off. I think it's a 14mm bolt. Sorry, nut. Yep. These wiper arms should remove really easy. It's a really new car, so these should just flex off, no problem. Just put them to the side, just flex the elbow, and it just separates it from the wiper motor spindle. And now the scuttle panel, I think these little side bits just come from the main part of the scuttle panel. They just pop off. And the scuttle panel will be held in with 2 or 3 plastic clips. One here, pop that in. One here. Scuttle panel should just pull off. I'll just disconnect the jet wash hose, pop that back in place. So that's everything stripped off. It's a case of cutting the glass out now. Just make sure that these foam bits are slightly positioned in place, just so I know exactly where they're going to go. When I rebuild it back up. I forgot to mention it's getting replaced for obvious reasons. It's got a chip here which is spread right across the glass. So it's a full replacement. I'm just going to cut the tool. I'm going to cut the glue out with my Milwaukee multi-tool with my Fane blades. Just making sure not to scratch the paintwork on the way around. Just be very careful. As you can see, that goes through the glue pretty easy. The Toyota polyurethane is really soft stuff. It's really easy to cut through, which is good. A bit harder in the winter, but that's just because of the temperatures. It's a nice sunny day. Just do the same on the other side, and just making sure not to damage paintwork. A bit of resistance about here on both sides. That's where the height clips are. You just got to force it through. I can also use my wire cutout tool for the inside, but if it's a replacement, it doesn't matter if the windscreen breaks up even more, and this is a lot quicker to cut out. I'm confident I'm not going to damage the bodywork. I've been doing the job for a long time. So the sides and top are out. I'm just going to spray a bit of glass cleaner along the bottom and cut out with my alpha knife right along the bottom. Again, just being careful not to damage the scuttle, side trims or any paintwork. I'll just cut this tight to the glass, just nice long even strokes, comes away easy. To lay that back in place. We'll get the other side now. Just gently pushing out the glass with one hand to put a bit of pressure on the bond and just cut nice even long strokes. Once that's done, just try and lay it back in place, in position. I think that's fully cut through. Be able just to lift the windscreen right out. That's it. I'll go straight and skip. Put my van first, then I'll put it in the skip. This is my second job here. I've already done a Toyota HI-LUX windscreen. Didn't do a video on that one because I've already done one. I'm going to put my gloves on, have a wee drink of tea. So that's the windscreen cut out. I'm just going to cut the old bond line back. Two widths chisels here, just in case. Plenty of room for the wide one on this side. Sometimes the side's not got a lot of room. Need the narrow blade to cut through it. As you can see, this is really good to work with. On the Toyotas, the glue, it's really soft. Same on the other side. Just don't force it. You don't want to slip and cut into the paintwork. Just remove all that in the bucket. Just give the pinch welder a little brush down, get rid of any dirt. So that's us ready to. I've already cleaned the windscreen. I'm now going to degrease the edge of the glass and the pinch weld just with some white spirits. Just get rid of any contaminants that might be on there, silicone residue. And that'll just flash off in a couple of minutes. Same with the bodywork. Just give it a good clean all the way around. This is pretty clean, this one. It's a new car, so not too much cleaning to be done. Some cars, older cars, it's amazing what gets in behind the glass, the dirt. once that's cleaned, we're ready for the primer round the edge of the glass and round the pinch weld. This is to give the polyurethane proper adhesion when we're ready to bond up the bodywork. Just go all the way around the edge of the glass here. And to get where to put the primer on the bottom of the glass, it's not always right at the edge, so you've got to follow, there's usually a guideline, these little dots, that's what these are for. So the bond line will be going right across here. And I can just double check that on the old glass. Yeah, you can see that it's roughly that distance down from the bottom of the band. Yeah, bang on. It's important that you get this in the right position. If you put this primer on, it's not at the right bit and it doesn't catch the glue, it will come away over time. So just put enough on, just to make sure it's going to catch the glue once you lift it in. It dries really quickly in the sunshine. And on the bodywork, it's a lot more straightforward. You just follow the old bond line as guidance. Just making sure that you don't catch the edge of the paintwork there, which will be visible once it's fitted. And just check to see if there's any nicks and any bits of paintwork that's hidden. Just touch that up as well, stop it rusting. So I'll give that 2 or 3 minutes to dry. While I'm doing that, I'll just get my glue gun set up and get the window turned over and taped up, ready to lift in after I've banded the bodywork up. In fact, I don't know why I'm using that. I've got dealerships provided me with their own urethane, so I'll have to use my other gun. So this is just it's quite a small windscreen. So one tube normally wouldn't get round a bigger windscreen, but it's just a small windscreen this, so one tube should be suffice. Just get that ready to go. I'm going to turn the windscreen over. Got two height locator clips here that go in these holes. So when I'm putting the urethane on this, I've got to get it bang on here. So when I lift the windscreen in, the clip doesn't go right through the glue and possibly cause a gap in the glue, which would cause it to leak. So I've got to be pretty bang on with my beady bond. I'm also going to put a couple of bits of tape on it. Just for when I lift it in. So when I walk from one side to the other, it's not going to slide down if the locator clip doesn't go straight into the... Oh, I've run a wee bag here. So I'll get my lifters in place, ready just to lift it straight in. And we're ready just to bond the body with the pinch weld up. So just nice and easy. Nice even bead. Just try and keep it as straight as possible. Just follow the old bond line all the way around. There's going to be there's going to be joins. So just make sure when you finish at a join, I'll join that up. Make sure there's no gap before I lift the windscreen in. Same at the top here. Just overlap it a little bit. That's just got round and no more. So I'll just touch these joins up, just make sure that there's no gaps in the bond, just touch up any bits of bond that's hanging over. That's us ready to lift in. So just guide it up right up at the top corner. Same on the other side. Just let it fall into position. I'm going to put this bit of tape on. The height locator should be in place, but that's just the bit of tape's just a backup in case it's missed, because I've got a little bit of play in it. What I can do is I can just peel this back and just make sure it's got to go in. This bloody camera doesn't go in the glue. I'm going to have to leave that out. It's aftermarket. Yep. Just gently press the glass in all the way around. I can tell that that's went in the locator clips. Just get rid of these gloves, my hands are soaking with sweat. Once I've fitted it, I'll just check the distance at the edge is the same on both sides. So it's about 3 or 4 millimetres there. Same on that side as well, because there is a bit of play where the locator clips goes in, left or right, for you to move about. That seems pretty bang on to me. Just quickly check that locator clip. Yep, bang on in there. So that's the windscreen fitted. All I have to do now is just do a reversal of what I've done at the start of the job, build back up the scuttle, wipers, and all the technology that goes on the windscreen up where the rear view mirror is. This is an aftermarket camera by the looks of things, so I'm just going to leave this hanging. I don't want to tuck this back under the headcloth when the glue's wet, because if this goes into the glue it's going to make a mess and it could cause the windscreen to leak. So I'm just going to leave that hanging. I'll have to notify the customer and tell them they'll need to attach that back onto the windscreen wherever they're wanting it. I'll just make sure I'm clipping everything back in place here. That goes into there. Just make sure the camera's in there properly. Put the rain sensor back in place. Just be careful to make sure it clips in properly. And finally, we've got the main housing. It just pushes up. Meant to just push up there. Something's catching that. Right, start again, Andy. What's stopping this? That's it. I'll just put this cover back in place here. That's it. That's the interior. Oh, schoolboy up. Spot the mistake. I haven't tightened the rear view mirror bracket back up. That's it. Every day's a school day. That's that back in there. Put my gloves back on. A beautiful day. The Scottish borders. We're getting great weather the last few weeks. A lot of Scottish people going about with skin that colour at the moment. Right, so what did I do here? Connect this back up. Make sure that's pushed right in the position. Now I can try and figure out how this goes. So the scuttle just pushes back underneath. That goes in there. So I need to figure out how this goes back on. I think that just goes in like that. It does. Like a jigsaw puzzle. That must go through there. Yep. I'll pop these two clips back in place. Take the clip out through like that. Just wangle it still in and pop that back in place. That's the proper terminology, putting a clip back in place, wangling it in. Put these side pieces back on. So they just go under the A-pillar front quarter panel. Nice fit. finally, windscreen wipers. I just took a mental note of where these were positioned, and I took them off. I'm happy with that. If you're not sure where the wipers go back on, just take a note of it before you take them off. Or there's sometimes little holes like that that they line up to, and the front one will just line up in front of it. You can always check them once you've fitted them. If they're hitting off the sides, you obviously need to move them down, adjust them down a bit. Just hand tight as well. And just finally just put the nut covers back on. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give check the wipers, check the rain sensors working as it should be, and then the camera will get recalibrated in the dealership at some point this afternoon. So it says auto there, which is the first setting down. I'll just spray moisture onto the actual rain sensor. That's how it works. The sensor picks up that there's moisture on there. Well, it's actually a change of colour. The droplets of moisture get that sort of rainbow effect, and that's what makes the wipers kick in. Something along those lines anyway. So the wipers are working fine, rain sensor's working fine. Just give it a dry. That's the job done. That'll just sit for 1 hour till the urethane is pretty much set. It's not fully set, but got a 1 hour's drive away time, which means obviously it's safe to drive after 1 hour. Just got to check that there's no marks on the glass, especially when you're working outside in the summertime. You get bugs and bits of debris falling off the trees and stuff. That looks pretty good to me. So that's another job done. Thanks for watching.